Hey, what's up guys, this is PFC Okamura, and today I'm back with another video, and today's topic is going to be covered about the educational benefits that you'll get in the National Guard. So this video in particular will be covering the state of Texas, and the main differences, if you're not from the state of Texas, is going to be the state tuition assistance. Because each state has its own state tuition assistance program, and if you're from the state of Texas, then you've stumbled across the right video. So I'll be going over that. So first things first, there are three major components of the educational benefits that you can receive from the National Guard. It's going to be Montgomery GI Bill reserves, your state tuition assistance, and your federal tuition assistance. And I'll be covering specifically on how much you can obtain from each assistance, and the eligibilities and where to apply for it. So the first tuition assistance we'll be covering is going to be the state tuition assistance, and this can be applied at tmd.texas.gov, and also known as the Texas Military Department. In order to qualify for the state tuition assistance in the state of Texas will be that you must be actively drilling, you must have completed basic combat training or an equivalent of such, you must attend an accredited Texas college, and you also have to be pursuing your first certificate, your first undergraduate's degree, or your first graduate's degree in that case. The state tuition assistance will cover from 3 to 12 credit hours depending on how much the state funding allows. So on average, you will actually receive 6 credit hours per academic semester, or not to exceed 2,250. This is the average. And there's also something called the high needs exemption. So typically the high needs exemption is essentially doubles the amount of award that you can get. So instead of being awarded 6 credit hours per academic semester, you will in fact get 12 credit hours per academic semester. And instead of getting 2,250 per academic semester, you will receive 4,500. So essentially you're doubling your money there. Who qualifies for the high needs exemption, or H&E? H&E are prioritized based on the state funding, and normally this is given to first-time students if you have less than 30 credit hours, and if you're within the time, if you have within 1 to 3 years of time in service. So the state tuition assistance will work based on the reimbursement payment program, which means that you'll have to pay for the class first, and then the state will refund or reimburse the funds it take for your class later at the end of the semesters. However, failure of any classes of some sort, you're going to have to pay for that on your own, and the state's not going to pay for it, essentially. That's how it's going to work. For state tuition assistance, you're going to have to reapply for every academic semester. So just because you got high needs exemption for one semester does not necessarily mean you might get it for the next semester. If you get high needs exemption for the first time, you most likely will qualify for the second time if you still meet those criteria. Now that we have state tuition assistance out of the way, we're going to get to federal tuition assistance. Funded by the federal government, you can apply for this at goarmyed.gov. I'm sorry, you can apply this at goarmyed.com. The only requirement that I can find on the website is that you have to have completed AIT. So if you do that, you'll be fine. So for federal tuition assistance through GoArmyEd, they will fund you $250 per semester hour for 16 hours per fiscal year. The limit that it will reset will be on every 1st of October. Okay, so when TA is requested, it is requested on a course-by-course basis, meaning that GoArmyEd has to approve of such courses that you're going to take, and in which they will then pay for it before you take the course. However, if you fail the course, that way you're gonna have to reimburse the Army for the courses that you failed. But unlike the state tuition assistance program, you'll actually get the course paid for before you can take the course. Now we have the final main source of tuition assistance that you'll get, and that is the Montgomery GI Bill Selective Reserve. And this can be applied at benefits.va.gov. And this can be used either for college money or for on-the-job training or certification programs. The biggest draw to people with this one is that you don't really have to go to a college, but rather you could use this for on-the-job training, or if you go to flight school and you're actually flying by hours, this will benefit you a lot. So every month you'll receive a deposit by the VA. The rates will change every fiscal year. As of October 1st, 2018, the fiscal year rating for 2019 is going to be $384 a month. And so that money goes straight to your bank account. And you can receive the GI Bill for up to 36 months if you're eligible for it. And if you sign on with a kicker, that will add even more money, and that's essentially tax-free stipend you get in addition to your Montgomery GI Bill rates. So in the state of Texas, typically you get a $200 kicker. So if it's $384, just add another $200, so you got $584. That's actually not bad at all. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you think that I missed anything, or if you have any critiques or criticism that you think that would make me a better vlogger or produce better videos, feel free to comment in the comment section below. And expect more videos to come from me in a few days. And as a matter of fact, this weekend I actually have my National Guard drill coming up, and I will be shooting at the Governor's 20. So look forward to that video coming out soon. Ciao for now.